Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thorman and welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play series. In today's episode, I think we are going to explore the end. I don't really know if there's a different name for it, but we beat the Ender Dragon in the last episode, and now I'm ready to reap my rewards in the manner of an elytra. But we are starting our way in my newly created Nether Highway. Ooh, would you look at this? I said in the last episode that I got a Silk Touch pickaxe, which means I immediately went to the nearest mountain that is not my home, and I got some packed ice going so that I can make this little highway system. I do need to figure out how to put something on here so that the piglins don't spawn because they've been getting in my way. But off in this direction is the Nether Fortress, off in this direction is the End Portal, and off in this direction is the village. So I'm going to head to the End Portal. And I didn't realize how amazingly this would work. Like, I go so fast. That is such a better way to get around than just walking like before. Now, I don't need this guy for now, so I'll leave that in there. And I've started using ender chests, especially now that I have Silk Touch. It's... Hey! I've started using an ender chest because, well, one, it's great to have just some stuff whenever I go anywhere. So I just have some good utility stuff on hand. I have a couple of potions that I brewed specifically for this adventure. I have some of my tools. I have my diamond armor in here because I once again do not anticipate surviving, and I hope that that is not any subtle foreshadowing going on. I'm hoping that I get to stay alive, but for now I will just have most of my valuables in here, and if I get really scared I can put the rest of them in there. I'm hoping that I can get some shulker boxes going so that I can end up making the most of my ender chest space, but I think it's time to head back in. Alrighty, I think, so I was trying to think about how this is going to work. I'm pretty sure there, oh yeah, so there's those, I was gonna say those portals, but it looks like there's just the one portal. Oh, did I already look at an Enderman? Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I am in a lot worse of shape if I'm not wearing my armor. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. I might need to actually just wear my armor and bite the bullet. I'm a little bit nervous to do that, but I think that might be what I have to do. Well, at least it was a quick and early death. I didn't didn't get very far before dying. But I really hope that isn't a theme that we have today. I would like to just have that be the one. Alrighty. We are going back on our plan. Gonna have this potion of slow falling because I think that I might encounter some falling, and I would like to not. It's funny, I thought that there were more portals, but it looks like this is the one. So I'm going to just dig or build a little tower up there, and I think I need to use, whoa, I think I need to use an ender pearl to get in there. Alrighty, I am trusting that this is not going to drop me off in just some random spot and try to kill me. I'm really hoping that is the case. Oh boy! We are out. Oh, and there is a way to get back. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Alright. Look at this. What do we have here? We've got chorus flower? I think that's how you say it. I'm pretty sure this is kind of like, whoops, kind of like bamboo, where I just need to break the bottom and the rest will fall with it. We use an axe. Wow. Holy cow. And I'm pretty sure this maybe teleports me to a random spot, or does it may make me fly? I don't know. I think eating it teleports me. I'm not going to try it out right now. I'll test it out in a while, but I think that's enough of this for now. I want to see what's in there. I feel like that's going to get pretty dicey. Oh, and I think the ship is where the elytra is. I preemptively made some fireworks because I think that's how you fly. Like I said before, I haven't really had to make an elytra before, so I'm not really sure how flying with an elytra works. I know that people tend to use the fireworks. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure we'll figure it out once we have an elytra ready. Oh boy, the city at the end of the game. What is that? There it is! Elytra! Oh, you're not gonna get me. He got me. But I think that is what I need to start making shulker boxes. No way. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of useless, but good stuff to have. This is awesome. A lot of really good loot in here. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Mending, Iron Pickaxe is nothing to scoff at either. And seems to be pretty heavily unguarded. Yes! Oh, we have an elytra. Alright, for now, I'm gonna start putting the shulker shells in there. I don't really worry too much about a lot of the other stuff. My goal is to make a shulker box as soon as possible so that I can store more stuff in this ender chest. Oh wow, there's some really good loot here. Instant health potion? What is making all this noise? Oh boy! Nice! Another shulker shell? I think I just need 2 shulker shells in a chest, right? Whoa. Whoa. You're attacking like crazy out there. And we have our first shulker box. Oh, that is so exciting. Let's put some of the loot in here. Alright, I'm going to call that good for now. Let's see how flying works. No way. Okay, so I just need to be flying first. And then... No way. Alright, so I think we're going to start from the top here and work our way down. That was awesome. I'll need to get mending on that for sure. Whoa. Oh, there you are. I'm gonna take my potion of slow falling real quick, so I don't end up getting killed by fall damage. Oh, I didn't know that they could teleport. Oh my gosh. There we go. I don't think I care too much about getting a hit, as long as I just... Oh man, that's a bit annoying. But I'm glad that I can attack back. Whoa, that seems unfair. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't pick it up. Oh, nice, more armor. Another smithing template. I'm really gonna have to spend a couple minutes at least just looking through what this smithing template does. See, I really like, almost like with the Wither, or almost like with the Ender Dragon, I really thought this was going to be a pretty brutal battle. So far, it's just been more, more annoying. These guys are really annoying. They hit me, and then as soon as I'm about to kill them, they teleport away. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Breakdown so far. I'm feeling pretty confident about how I'm doing right now. I don't think I'm in too much danger as long as I just... Actually, I should probably take another one of those. Oh, I don't have any more of my slow falling potions. That's kind of bad. I'm gonna put on my elytra, and then when I start falling, I will just fly down. Nice. Oh, we're professionals here. Whoa! Not that much of professionals, whoops. My goal is really just to collect as many shulker shells as possible. And once that goal is met, I'm going to feel pretty satisfied. Let's see. Mending, protection 3, fire protection 3. I mean, really not bad loot. Just, I don't think this is really much stuff that I really need. But I might be able to, I mean, now that I can disenchant stuff, I can bring it back to the grindstone if I really need to and disenchant it, and then we're all set. But it's always good to have more ender chests. Can't complain about that. And there's been some really good stuff. I mean, they've given me iron and emeralds and gold. All stuff that I need. Alrighty, we are about to make 3 more shulker boxes. And I'm pretty sure the shulker box rule is that you can't put a shulker box within a shulker box. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought I was alive, but I just fell in. Cool. I am going to put some more stuff away, and then I think we'll continue on our journey to try to get as many of these shulker shells as possible. Alrighty, let's see who's been calling our name. Whoa! I didn't know there was another level up here. Where are you at? Somebody keeps screaming at me. Thank you! One-way trip up, please. Delightful. No shulker shell, unfortunate. Alrighty, I feel like we're kind of crushing it right now. I would like to have more fireworks, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So overall, got some really good stuff. I mean, really terrific loot from... I actually just had to look this up because I wasn't sure what it was called, but really, really cool stuff in the end city. I am very excited to continue exploring these structures. I would love to find at least one more elytra so I have a backup on me just in case. I think those are only on the boats, and I've only seen one boat so far. So I'm going to try to very gingerly keep track of where my way out of here is, while also going off to explore a little bit. Alrighty, we've got our way out set and marked. I'm going to double check the coordinates here real quick, make sure that we aren't leaving ourselves in the dust. And I think we are good to do just a little bit of exploring. Oh, very nice. Is there a ship around though? That's what I really need. Gosh, it is so easy to get lost. I almost didn't even find my way back here just on that short little trip. But I'm about to run out of fireworks, so that means that it is time for me to go home for now. And he sticks the landing. Beautiful. So I think my goal is to make my way back home. And when I do that, I can make a nice, simple mob grinder. Not one for experience, but just so that I can get some infinite gunpowder going. Because I used up every last bit of my gunpowder to make the fireworks that I have right now. So I'm really hoping that I can put something together that will allow me to get some good drops. Alrighty, we are back at our humble abode. I think in my off time, I'm going to figure out how to best structure my ender chest so that I'm efficiently using my shulker boxes. But for now, my big concern is getting drops going. So I think I'm going to set up a mob farm, maybe a multi-layered mob farm, but I need to figure out my goal. I've been thinking about this a while, is to build it into the mountain in such a way, because I don't really care about how far they drop as long as it kills them. Since I'm not really worried about experience, I have my own experience grinder right now, and I'm probably going to build off of that in the near future. So the mountain continues off in that direction. I think I may dig and cut away a huge area in the tippy top of the mountain and just have them fall infinitely over a hopper, so that it picks up any of the drops, and then while I'm just going around here doing stuff in the base, it'll just pick up their drops, and I'll have an infinite supply of gunpowder, hopefully over some time. Alrighty, I imagine I'll be getting a bunch of cobblestone when I dig out the top of this mountain, so I'm bringing some shulker boxes to stash away some of the blocks. I feel bad when I don't pick up stuff. I feel like I could always use it later, so I'd rather have it and store it somewhere, even if it takes up a bunch of chests and crates to keep track of it. But I feel bad, like when I was digging out the nether tunnel, the nether highway, I felt really bad leaving any of the netherrack down, even though I knew it was just like dirt. Like, I don't need it, but I think to myself, what if I need it one day? Alrighty, we have made it to the top of our mountain, and we are staring out across the beautiful expanse. This is really high up, but I think I'm going to find a spot over here where I can dig into the ice and start this mob farm. Alrighty, I think I'm going to start around about here. And this is a pretty simple design. It's designed to only allow 1x1 mobs, so I'm going to put some slabs down to make sure spiders don't clog up the system. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about getting any spiders for now. All I really care about is getting a lot of gunpowder, so that means that I just want to maximize the amount of creepers that I get. So I'm going to dig out an area here, and I'll show you what a layer looks like when we're done. Whoops, slight change of plans. I was originally going to try to build this farm design that I had in mind, but I very quickly realized that that was not in the spirit of the series. My goal with this series is to, well, it's rediscovering Minecraft after 10 years, yeah, and like making new discoveries, figuring stuff out. And part of figuring stuff out is doing things on my own. I don't want to follow any farm designs that I've used in the past, mostly because they all came from tutorials and I didn't come up with them on my own. And this farm I did come up with on my own. It's not revolutionary, and I'm sure that there's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube that show something similar. But the point is that I didn't look up the tutorial. I did it myself, and I thought of it myself. The problem with this strategy is that it takes a lot longer. This farm originally was way too high up. My original plan was to have mob rain. So like the thought of in Mega Base, it would be falling, the mobs would be falling from the farm and it would look really cool. But I need to be within 128 blocks for the mobs to spawn. So I ended up bringing the farm down a little bit, about 30 blocks, so that they would be able to spawn. And I tried to go for a bit of a nicer design. I thought that I would try to work with textures a little bit, see if I couldn't go for something that wasn't just a generic like tile design. The problem with this is that I spent so much time worrying about how good this farm looked, I didn't even think to try to see if the farm would work first. So I spent a ton of time beautifying and doing all of this layer by layer design, only to realize that this farm didn't work at all. And the farm that you're seeing that I built right now, which is, I think looks pretty nice, I built the whole thing, and then that took over an hour, and then I realized it didn't work, so I took the same design and I went up to the very top of the world limit and I built the same farm again, and it didn't work. No mob spawn, maybe one or two in like half an hour, and I knew that just wasn't going to cut it. So I read online that a good place to build mob farms like this is over the ocean. So I went over the ocean, I went 128 blocks up, and I built the same exact design. This time I was like, I do not care how it looks, I need it to work. And so I just went bricks all the way up, and I built what I think is a functioning mob farm. And I at this point, it had been hours. It was over a day worth of spending time on this. Not like actual like 24 hours a day, but like I was working in the evening, and then I went back to working on this in the next morning. I just needed something to work so that I would be able to AFK here and get an infinite supply of gunpowder going. And as you can see by the mob spawning, things are working. It's actually performing already a lot better than the previous 3 farms that I built. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping that my good luck continues with this farm, and I'm building a little collection platform. my plan eventually, I'm going to explain a little bit more on this in a bit, is to turn this into a hot air balloon. So I'm making it kind of look like that for the base right now. But yeah, that's the story of me trying to build 3 farms in order to get one kind of working mob farm. And now for another wonderful transition back into the rest of the video. Alrighty, I have no idea what I'm going to be showing from today's adventure because holy cow, has there been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of mistakes on my part. I had no idea that it would be so complicated to make a mildly functional mob farm, but here we are, 3 mob farms in, and we are, well, I guess technically officially 2, but I stopped and started in the beginning so many times, I just don't know how many I try to make. Anyways, I need to mend my elytra, so I'm going to dig through all of these ores that I've gotten real quick, and then I think I will go back and check out the functionality of that mob farm. I think it was working pretty well. Or is going to double check and make sure everything's working. I'm going to break up all of this ore that I've collected in my off-camera mining adventures, and I will be right back. Alrighty, we got all that iron going and smelting. I was running really low, so I'm glad to be having some more of that. Guys, when I tell you that this has been just the craziest, or today and yesterday have been the craziest recording sessions that I've ever had. I mean, it's only been like a month now. I mean, the combination of projects just going awry, and I keep forgetting to press the record button, so I feel like I'm not saying everything that I want to say, but here we are. I double, triple checked that I pressed the record button, and we are checking out this final mob farm that I have come up with for myself. It's not revolutionary, it's not going to break any records, and honestly, I could have done a lot better, but all I needed was an infinite supply of gunpowder, and here we are. I started today's episode so confident. I thought, oh, I'm going to go to the end, I'm going to get an elytra, I'm going to get some loot, and to be fair, I did all those things. But then I freaked out in the end. I think I was focusing so hard on trying not to die and lose the elytra that I was laser focused, and I went right into the end and I went right back. I also didn't have access to many rockets, so I didn't really have a way to get around. So I had to come back and make this farm. But then I made 3 farms to get one that finally I think works. I'm really hoping here. I'm freaking out a little bit right now because I feel like there should be mob spawning. But I think if I AFK here, I'm going to be fairly successful. Let's check out, let's see, get some torches going around here so things start looking lit up. But I made this little platform right here. My goal is to, there we go, we got mob spawning. My goal is to wrap that in a balloon looking structure so that it looks like a hot air balloon. I think that would be very cute. Look at that, 2 gunpowder already, we're rolling in it. So overall, this has taken, I mean, hopefully for you, 20 to 30 minutes. For me, it's been several hours of trying to build farms, realizing that they don't work, and then destroying and rebuilding. And that was just unbelievable. So in the future, the lesson is, and I hope that you can take after me in learning that, maybe look into the project before I do anything, because I finally, for this 3rd farm, was like, I need to look up like spawn limits and like where mobs are able to spawn in relative to me. And I realized that mobs need to spawn within 128 blocks, but outside of 24 blocks. So I built this platform 24 blocks below, and I built that over 128 blocks from the surface of the ocean, which means that no other mob should be able to spawn anywhere except right there. So now that we've made it here, we've learned so much. I've learned so much. I hope you've learned something, or you can learn me something in the comments. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Boy, what a crazy episode this was. I hope that I'm able to string something together that makes some sense for you. But in the future, or the thing is, we're gonna plan better. I'm gonna figure out a plan before I go off and do some crazy builds, and then I think we'll be set. So for now, I'm going to AFK here, try to get some good gunpowder going. I've got a good amount of firework rockets, but I want to get some more. And there we go. We're getting more gunpowder. So it looks like things are working here for now. I'm going to put a little AFK hidey hole for myself. And I will call it a day for now. I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to leave a like. I would appreciate it so much. If you really like this episode, please make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one, hopefully a little bit less disheveled. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.